Steve, what's it like in the voice booth? Can you walk us through that process?
Uh, well, you go in and you're all by yourself, and there is a tall stool and a microphone and a glass wall. On the other side would be usually the writers, all the technicians, and more often than not, the director would be on would teleconference because he would generally be in France. So we'd be hooked up via video, and we would just walk through the script. And the sessions usually lasted between 5 and 7 hours, and you would just read all of your lines in every possible way. And because you don't know, you never see the other actors, you never hear what they're saying or how they're saying it. So you have to just give all sorts of different readings in order to fit in potentially with what they're doing.
Are you animated? Are you gesturing and using your hands and things?
Yeah, you're acting it all out. At least I do. Again, I don't know how the other actors work, but they train a camera on you, so they videotape everything you do in the booth. And you try to be expressive. Sometimes you're just trying to replicate what's going on in the movie. Like if the character's jumping up and down, you have to kind of jump up and down to affect that sort of voice. But it's fun, and you also get a chance to improvise and throw in your own lines and play around with the dialogue.
Right, so coming from an improv background, what do you think the benefit is of that?
I think the benefit for something like this is huge because you never know if you can find another little joke within the script is great and the writers are so good for this movie, but there's always little elements to add and little things that you find in the course of a session and give them all. I think animation, at least the voiceover part of it's all about having options because they don't know when they sit down and start editing this all together. They don't know what they're going to need, so it's better to give them way more than they'll ever use.
Right, and you're a dad, you've got kids. Do you think that made it easier playing sort of an overprotective father?
Well, I can definitely identify, and I have a daughter who's not quite dating age yet, but she will be soon. So I think I definitely identified with that aspect of being overprotective. But I'm going to try not to be, but I get it, and I think it's a very relatable feeling for any dad.
Right, and so you've done both. You've done voice acting and on camera. What would you say your preference is?
Boy, well, voice acting is so much fun because, and everyone will tell you the same thing, you don't have to look good. I mean, you don't have to look even presentable. You don't have to wear clothes if you don't want to go in and do voice work. So there's that side. There's like that slovenly, lazy part of me that really enjoys I generally don't look good even when I'm trying to. So it's kind of a relief for me. But apart from that, it's just fun. It's very free. It's very they're very encouraging and give you a great freedom to fail. But I'll take all of it. I'm just happy to be working.
Right, and so you played a bad guy at the start of the first film. You've come back as sort of a good guy. Mm-hmm. How did that change how you played your character?
Well, he's the same guy. I mean, I think the essence of him is basically the same, but his job is different, and he knows that he can't have a career as a supervillain anymore and respectfully raise 3 little girls. So he knows he has to go legit with his career. But apart from that, I think he's very much the same. He has that evil, sort of despicable quality, and that will never go away. But he's also full of love for his kids. And there's the new element in this one too is that his kids want him to go out on a date and potentially find a mom for them. And this is something that is out of his realm of expertise and really out of his comfort zone.